subjects in school. These are the STEM subjects: science, technology, engineering, and maths. At the top, languages come next, the arts underneath that, and gym class at the bottom. The question, how would you get a job in that, may steer students away from subjects in which they're naturally more interested and gifted, as the belief that nobody is hiring in the lower subjects. Now, I'm paraphrasing Sir Ken Robinson in saying that, but it leads me to think the question is not, how would you get a job in that, but how are you going to make money from that? That might be from employment, and it might be from self-employment. Music, included in a high-quality education, teaches skills, putting an argument across, thus raising the position in the hierarchy of the education system from STEM, that's science, technology, engineering, and maths, to STEAM, science, technology, engineering, the arts, and maths. This article is going to illustrate what musical education is and its value. Music is the art of convicting the unconvinced. We want our children to succeed. Knowledge is important, but success comes from communicating knowledge and to turn the listener to your point of view. Music is the art which teaches these skills. The Greeks had 3 subjects which were taught in schools: maths, gymnastics, and music. In order to learn maths, a broader curriculum of logic, science, technology was taught. Gymnastics taught everything physical and was not confined to the modern understanding of gymnastics. Music encompassed aesthetics, that is, physical presentation, rhetoric, that's the framing of an argument, and sound production, so we're talking about projection, clarity, and, well, emotion. In Greek mythology, there were 3 muses. These are the daughters of Zeus, and each was concerned with a unique proportion of music: aesthetics, rhetoric, and sound. In the same way as the IC at the end of the word Icelandic means to come from Iceland, the IC at the end of music means to come from the muse. When the 3 skills of aesthetics, rhetoric, and sound are employed, we communicate more effectively. I have come to understand music as being the art of convicting the unconvinced. An art is a choice. So in the martial arts, the choice is, do I kick this guy or do I punch him? In the visual arts, the choice might be, do I use a paintbrush or a pencil? In communication, the choices are pitch, articulation, and dynamics. These devices add meaning. The word mum means the woman who birthed you. A stronger dynamic and a sharper articulation, mum, actually means, can I have your attention? Alterations in pitch might mean anything from questioning, so with an ascending pitch, mum, to exasperation with a dramatic descent, mum. We add meaning through aesthetics, rhetoric, and sound. Music is the art because it's where we learn to choose the best technique to convict the unconvinced. Conviction is a misunderstood term. You're probably thinking of a judge sending a criminal to the gallows or the jail cell. These are the results of an attempted conviction, but not the effect. To convict somebody is to try and turn their behavior towards a different path. When the listener is unconvinced of your argument, you employ techniques to turn the behavior to agree with you. Music provides us with the tools to reframe the argument so that the listener who is not convinced, has his behavior changed and altered to become convicted towards your way. Shorter description might be music as the art of convicting the unconvinced. To return to the Greeks, Zeus might need to speak to those at the foot of Mount Olympus. They are not convinced and need convicting. He's walking around the house, practicing his speech. In the living room are his 3 daughters, one brushing her hair, sitting at a pretty vanity table, in beautiful dress. She represents aesthetics. Her sister reclines with her headphones on. She represents the auditory side of music. The third is sitting in a chair reading a book. It might be poetry or it might be prose. Zeus walks in, and the first daughter exclaims, "Dad, you can't go out dressed like that." Aesthetics are a big part of convicting the unconvinced. A good suit and a sharp haircut might be the best way of convincing an interviewer towards hiring you. Physical gesticulation is another way of using aesthetics. Do we employ sharp, pointing hand gestures, or would an open-handed, softer approach be preferable? When aesthetics are being prepared with Zeus, his beard being trimmed and the correct attire being adorned, the daughter with the headphones on checks the microphones so that those at the foot of Mount Olympus can hear the message. She'll return later. The daughter reading the book, it could be poetry, it could be prose, checks Zeus's argument for rhetoric. Rhetoric is mistakenly is taken to mean the lies that politicians say. Rhetoric is, in fact, how we frame an argument. Aristotle's book on rhetoric is on devices that we use in putting forward an argument and is a key text in my understanding of a wider context of music. Zeus's daughter reads through the prose to ensure that the argument is put forward in a cohesive and convincing manner. It is interesting to note that Obama's inaugural speech used the poetic device, "Yes, we can, yes, we can, yes, we can," to convict those who are not supporters and convince them that, yes, they could. Also, this "Yes, we can" shares rhythmic similarities with USA, USA, another popular chant to bring solidarity. Rhetoric is a valuable tool in the art of convicting the unconvinced, and in fact, I use it to frame my lessons. The daughter with the headphones on returns and coaches Zeus in the art of projection and in tone and other sonic devices such as pitch and dynamics and articulation. How we say something matters. It was during my my time in teaching college that my interest in music developed from the instrumental to widen into communication. I was studying grade 8 theory and started to learn about paragraphs and sentences and syntax in music. I noticed that music and language have a correlation. Also, I had a lecturer whose undergraduate dissertation was on the subject, "Is music a language?" He concluded that it was close, but not quite a language. I became interested in the subject and pursued it, and have concluded that the question was asked the wrong way round, not "Is music a language?" hoping that music is somehow big enough to be counted as worthy of that status, but the other way round, what fraction of music is taken up by language? The answer is 1/3. The other 2/3 are aesthetics and rhetoric. Music is the art of convicting the unconvinced and should be considered equivalent to in the educational hierarchy with STEM subjects, thus making it STEAM subjects. I teach music. All of my students become better musicians, and part of that learning is to play instruments better and pass grades. But it's only 1/3 of what I do. My students become empowered communicators. Parents send their children to lessons knowing that they will learn well, they'll enjoy themselves, they'll pick up UCAS points. Parents also send their children to learn knowing that this will make them become confident and empowered communicators, which are vital skills in a wider world. Thank you for watching.